Jordan Tzu Chi volunteers care for Bedouins and Syrian refugees by delivering medical care and aid supplies. We take a look at the Moroccan residents' reactions on the current ban of plastic bags in their country. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Marilee Shioda. Thank you for joining us. We begin today's program in Jordan. Local Tzu Chi volunteers have regularly visited Zatari camp every 2 months since 2002 to provide aid supplies and medical assistance for Bedouins and Syrian refugees. This time, 8 exchange students from Taiwan's National Zhengzhi University also joined with local volunteers to bring care and compassion to those in need. Let's take a look.
On their way to provide aid supplies in Zatari camp in Jordan, 8 exchange students from Taiwan's National Zhengzhi University are preparing gifts for Syrian refugee children. For these children who have long lived in desert, these toys are precious gifts. Since 2002, Tzu Chi volunteers from Jordan have regularly visited here every 2 months, caring for Bedouin and Syrian refugees, as well as distributing aid supplies to them. As Jordan lacks sufficient natural resources, there are not enough food to go around. Worrying about refugees' life, volunteers regularly provide aid supplies, such as rice and nutritious food.
We found out that her blood pressure is very high. We gave her for temporary medication, but like this case, we need to follow up, like tomorrow to measure again and to observe her for 1 week.
As these refugees do not have proper access to public health care, their life is very difficult. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers are always there to care for them.
Moving to the United States, the Tzu Chi medical team in Southern California regularly provides eye exams and dental treatments for the underprivileged with their mobile medical van. One resident, Irene Aguilar, has been having problems with her jaw, so a Tzu Chi dentist made a customized mouthguard for her to help improve her condition, allowing her to sleep better.
Here on the Tzu Chi mobile medical van, dentists can start working as soon as the vehicle makes a stop. Whether it is a simple or difficult treatment, they can even make a night guard. Irene from Monrovia has been having joint pain for a long time because of the dysfunction of her immune system. The dentist wanted to improve the tension of her jaw to lessen the pain in her shoulders. But a store-bought night guard doesn't fit. One has to be custom-made.
To allow her to wear it comfortably, we must carry out a very detailed diagnosis and planning, so we can make the night guard to a degree that she can wear it comfortably.
Irene returns every month for re-examinations for her night guard to be adjusted correctly. 3 months later, her pain has reduced and she can finally sleep better.
After I started using the night guard, I can feel the improvement. I appreciate everything that Tzu Chi Foundation has done for me. Dr. Chen is very patient. I want to express my gratitude to everyone.
Chen is from Hong Kong. She has an eye examination on the mobile medical van and finds a right pair of glasses for her.
They found a pair of glasses for me. With this pair, I feel very good because I couldn't see clearly with my previous pairs.
The Tzu Chi mobile medical van goes to remote areas and stops wherever love is needed.
More free clinics offered by Tzu Chi, but in Indonesia, Tima, along with Tzu Chi volunteers in Batam, held a 3-day free clinic at the Budi Kemulian Hospital. The clinic is for the poor and disadvantaged in Batam, as well as those living on remote islands, to give many access to treatments for cataract, cleft lip and palate, and also hernia surgery. Both accommodations and transportation has been provided.
Going to the hospital for treatment is a luxury for poor families, but this time Tima and Tzu Chi volunteers helped 492 people from Batam and remote islands to go for free clinic at Budi Kemulian Hospital.
In Batam Island itself, we are not looking after patients from the city, but residents in the village who don't have household registration, as they definitely need assistance.
Kurang mampu.
3-day free clinic was supported by Tzu Chi volunteers from Batam, Jakarta, and Singapore in order to allow everyone the chance to receive unhurried medical care. Free accommodations and transportation was provided to those requiring treatment. One Tzu Chi care recipient, surnamed Januari, suffered from childhood cerebral edema and cleft lip and palate. The child was overjoyed to receive this medical care.
Januardi is very happy and satisfied because he got the surgery. I really appreciate Tzu Chi for helping my child with surgery. It's not just volunteers, but I am also thankful for Tzu Chi, as I am really grateful to everyone.
Timah Indonesia held their 114th free clinic in collaboration with a local hospital in Batam, resulting in a very successful cooperation.
Staying in Indonesia, a lot can be accomplished in just half an hour. For instance, in Medan, Tzu Chi volunteers together with a local business enterprise and the military cooperated to host a cataract clinic. As many as 50 elderly people were given the chance to see their vision restored with a simple half-hour cataract surgery.
To serve the poor and sick people living around Medan, Tzu Chi volunteers work with the Sinar Mas Group and the military to host a special cataract clinic to help the elderly restore their vision.
We hope
that patients who receive this surgery will later know how to properly look after the health of their eyes. In the future, we also hope to be here and offer other clinic services to look after the health of even more poor people.
Around this site of this free clinic are many elderly and poor families. Santi's mother has been blind in both eyes for quite some time, as they have been waiting quite a long time to have the opportunity to undertake this free medical treatment.
We
are all very grateful for all of Allah's blessings that let my mother's eyes be given this free medical treatment. Thanks to the team of doctors and volunteers who helped the surgery become successfully completed.
The patients that I saw today all suffer from very serious cataracts, as almost all of their vision was gone, with even things just 1 or 2 meters away being difficult for them to see. In terms of ophthalmic diagnosis, they are for all intents and purposes blind, and after the surgery, they can see again.
Just half an hour's surgery not only restores vision to these patients, but also gives them and their family greater hope for the future.
Next, our reporter in Morocco at COP22 is on the streets of Marrakesh to hear the opinions of local residents on climate change and environmental issues. Recently, the government of Morocco has declared that people should stop using plastic bags because their overuse is posing a problem for the country. Our reporter asked some residents about the issue.
The UN Conference on Climate Change is currently taking place here in Morocco. Right now, I'm on the streets to hear people's thoughts. Most people here are actually not very aware of environmental issues and climate change. However, they do know of the government's decision to reduce the use of plastic bags, and they tend to be in favor of the measure. Many people on the streets can be seen carrying their own reusable shopping bags. The ban on plastic bags has been in place since July 1st of this year.
I support not using plastic bags because they will pollute the environment. We should try to be environmentally friendly in our everyday life and work towards protecting Mother Earth. I'm from Senegal, and our natural environment is very important to us. The goal should be sustainable development.
It's good for the environment and all of that. It's good to use recycle plastic, then use it all over again and give it from another source. It's good to recycle it.
Although people generally agree with the government measure that they should all stop using plastic bags, out on the streets you can still see vendors and customers using them. Morocco's Ministry of Industry recently published findings that show in 1 year, people in Morocco were using nearly 3 billion plastic bags a year, a number that is nearly equal to the amount of plastic bags used across the US in a year. Although the government of Morocco is working hard to increase environmental awareness and do their part to stop climate change, the average person in Morocco has little understanding of these issues. Morocco has an international reputation for its beautiful gardens, and this is an excellent starting point to emphasize the importance of saving the environment.
Next, we'll check out the end of one of the volunteer training camps in Taichung, Taiwan, where overseas volunteers recently had a chance to meet with Master Jinyan. We'll hear from a few different volunteers from different countries who all have one thing in common: spreading Tzu Chi's mission of great love all across the world.
Coinciding with the Thai Water Lantern Festival, or Loi Kratong, a team from Chiang Mai Tzu Chi School sang and danced as a way to greet Master Jinyan. One volunteer, Warachaya Nititanon, who is a Catholic, devotes her time to joining the work with Tzu Chi.
The teachings of the Catholic Church are the same as the grace love principle of Tzu Chi, so I'm happy to join the work of Tzu Chi.
After the passing of the Thai monarch earlier this year, the country is still in mourning. Volunteers get choked up when they speak of their affection for their noble leader.
We have the same thinking as Master Jinyan, so we wanted to join these events to become certified. We consider it as cultivating merits and blessings in honor of our king.
The great love of Tzu Chi transcends all national boundaries. Volunteers in Turkey have been helping masses of Syrian refugees over the past year. Volunteers even phoned the training camp through a mobile phone.
We've been getting around 7,500 people a month. The number has been steady for the past 2 months.
The same spirit of love has also been spreading compassion and support throughout the Philippines, where volunteers have been holding regular free medical clinics, like the large one held recently in Davao, where the disadvantaged residents could receive the medical treatment they need.
My daughter told me that she had shared with her classmates everything she saw and heard at the last clinic. They said if there is another one, that they all want to help out as much as they can.
They have all seen a lot of things, so everyone was very moved.
The Master shared warm words of compassion and wisdom with the overseas volunteers in Taichung. After such an auspicious meeting, the volunteers are ready to return to their own countries and continue on their mission of spreading great love all over the world.
Today, in our special news report on Tzu Chi doctors, we'll meet Dr. Zhang Yaoren, a deputy superintendent of Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital. Dr. Zhang can be often found visiting disaster sites after typhoons or visiting remote mountain communities to deliver aid and care to those in need. This year, Dr. Zhang was also recognized for his service as a recipient of the government's Medical Contribution Award as part of the 4th NTPC Public Health Department Awards.
Wearing rain boots and walking through the mud, this is Dr. Zhang Yaoren, observing the damage after Typhoon Morocco. To help rebuild parts of southern Taiwan, Dr. Zhang came down from Taipei to Pingdong's disaster area to help residents by offering free medical care and to console them in their grief.
Although it's very difficult, I know there may still be some dangers for them, like the unsanitary conditions. If I can do something to help, then afterwards, I think everyone is really happy and relieved. Like we often say, knowing they are okay is the best kind of happiness.
Because the greatest joy is the joy of helping others, Dr. Zhang Yaoren regularly visits remote communities to offer free medical services and to spread some compassion and comfort. As a medical surgeon, he is also able to perform simple operations in areas that do not have proper access to medical care.
In some areas, in some countries, they don't have the level of medical professionalism that Taiwan has. Since these areas are not that far, we can all do a lot to help them out. Like I said, if we have the knowledge and blessings ourselves, we have an excellent opportunity to spread and share those blessings with others.
Although clinic sites may often lack the quality resources that a hospital has, and sometimes delivering medical help can be difficult, doctors like Zhang Yaoren know that caring for others is the source of life's greatest joy.
In Thailand, at Naresuan University Hospital, one physician, Non Sowana, keeps himself humble through his service as a Tzu Chi volunteer and his devotion to Buddhism.
In the lobby of Thailand's Nauru Suan University Hospital, a group of volunteers wearing yellow-colored vests are keen to provide assistance to those visiting the hospital.
We see which areas need help, and that's where we will go. We come to this university hospital to serve, and we also have some discussions.
This general practice physician, Nan Sowana, isn't treating patients at the moment, and he isn't teaching but simply leading the Nauru Suan University Hospital volunteer team. 2 years ago, he led a delegation to Taiwan to better understand the spirit of Tzu Chi and wanted to bring this volunteer experience back to his hometown.
We want to take things that we learn and apply it in our lives. If in the process of doing Tzu Chi work is tiring, I'll just tell myself that this is the practice.
In addition to volunteering on school campus and hospital, Nan Sowana is also involved in Tzu Chi's free clinics, home cleaning, and recycling. Later, he registered for Tzu Chi volunteer training courses.
We all know the Bodhisattva path, but we frequently just talk about it. But when I was volunteering for Tzu Chi, I truly appreciated its meaning.
Taking on the social responsibility seriously and exploring its deep meaning leads this physician, Nan Sowana, to be happy and free from worry.
The earthquake in Meinong, Kaohsiung earlier this year caused a lot of damage to Yujing Elementary School in Tainan. Before the school year began, Tzu Chi volunteers went there to clean up the quake debris. As some of the classrooms were damaged, Tzu Chi also helped set up prefabricated classrooms so the students could have a safe place to continue studying while the campus was being repaired.
Sweeping the ground under the sun, these students are smiling because their prefabricated classrooms are about to be completed.
Classrooms are damaged with cracks while the construction is very noisy.
I want to thank Tzu Chi for giving us these prefabricated classrooms. We're much safer.
The earthquake on February 6 caused damage to Yujing Elementary School, so they asked Tzu Chi to help them with 8 prefabricated classrooms.
Thankfully, the earthquake did not damage the main structure, but it is terrifying to see these steel wires exposed. The repairs will take time to complete, and the 8 prefabricated classrooms came in time.
These
8 classrooms will be used while the repair work is being carried out. We will put students' safety first so they won't study in classrooms that need repair work. We want to thank Tzu Chi very much.
The students' laughter brings much satisfaction to the volunteers. The school has planned to let the students paint the prefabricated classrooms, which will bring them happy memories.
In Malaysia, Tzu Chi Malacca chapter has been providing new shoot scholarships for students from different schools. Recently, they hosted 2 ceremonies to distribute scholarships for a total of 870 students. During this program, teachers and parents can also check their children's learning process through a booklet where comments can be left to encourage children to pursue their goals. This not only helps students develop good moral character, but also help document the process in their schoolwork.
Tzu Chi Malacca chapter is hosting a ceremony to distribute scholarships for 870 students, allowing them to reduce their family's financial burden.
The Tzu Chi scholarship is very important to us. We usually use this money to pay my children's tuition, buy school uniforms, and workbooks.
Apart from reducing financial burdens, Tzu Chi scholarships also help children develop good moral character and good habits. Teachers and parents can also follow children's learning process through a booklet where comments can be left to encourage children pursuing their goals.
Through this booklet, I can see how both of my 2 children have improved their behavior.
I told him that showing progress in schoolwork doesn't mean you have to obtain 100 on your grades, but to show that you have improved and grown up. Now he studies hard to achieve this goal.
Sometimes I may actively exchange ideas with others, while other times I may teach them. I didn't have many friends before, only 1 or 2. Now almost all of my female classmates are my friends.
The participating teachers and parents all feel proud of their children because they have seen improvements in many fields.
If their personality and attitude improve, they will show progress in their schoolwork as well.
Tan Mei Hua, who is honored with academic awards, has learned to be grateful and content after participating in volunteer work.
We are not asking something in return when we carry out the acts of giving. We simply want to help the needy through our dedication.
Tzu Chi's New Shoots Scholarship Program not only helps students cultivate their moral character, but as well encourages them to pay back to society to help the needy.
Returning to Taiwan, Tzu Chi has long cared for seniors' health in their local communities. Recently, they visited Hualien's Zhuhe community to test seniors on their physical fitness, such as balance, flexibility, and heart function, in hopes of providing them with more well-rounded health care. Balancing on one foot with arms stretched out can be difficult for some seniors. The Tzu Chi Foundation is visiting different areas in Hualien to test seniors' physical fitness ability. This time they are visiting Zhuhe community.
Through this physical fitness testing, we can also understand if their health has improved since their participation in the local senior center's activity.
After the seniors are done with the 7 testing stations, they also take a turn at the AD8 dementia screening test by answering a series of questions.
It's a fast way to determine if degeneration has occurred. This isn't an exact diagnosis, but it's a way for us to be aware of the symptoms, and if there is a need to follow up, it can be easily done.
Tzu Chi not only cares about the physical health of seniors, but also their mental health, ensuring if there is a problem, early detection can help delay the onset of such illnesses. To help residents living in the remote mountain regions of Sanxia, TIMA members recently held a free clinic at the local elementary school during the school's sports day. This medical outreach was such a good idea as many of the seniors living in the area have a hard time going down the mountain to see a doctor. We will leave you with these images at the end of the program. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.